So my number 6 is another artist that needs no introduction either, and it's Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan. It's released in 1966. There's 14 songs in the album. It's a bit of a whopper. It's an hour, just under an hour and a half long, an hour and 22 minutes. This is the sixth studio album from Bob Dylan. Kind of opens with Rainy Day Woman, number 12 and 35. I think it's one of these tracks that kind of appears consistently on kind of Bob Dylan's kind of greatest hits albums. It's kind of jaunty, kind of fun track. It's got that kind of oompa sound to it, kind of similar in a way to the Doors' Whiskey Bar, and the kind of chorus is everybody must get stoned. So yeah, it's kind of delivered in this kind of tongue-in-cheek way, to be honest. I don't know, I'm sure the kind of the students in the 60s at the time probably thought they were sticking it to the man playing this song, and the kind of adults or their parents didn't really get it, that type of thing. However, there's a lot more depth to this album than kind of just that track. In particular, track number 3, Visions of Johanna. Again, it's probably one of my favourite songs of all time. Again, it's a bit of a whopper. As with a lot of the tracks on this album, at just under 8 minutes long, and I really can't do it justice, but I think much like the kind of Decemberists album that we kind of spoke about earlier on, it's like listening to a bit of prose or kind of poetry. The words and phrases that Bob Dylan is able to conjure up are just magnificent and amazing. Obviously, he's kind of well known for being a brilliant lyricist, but it just conjures up some brilliant visuals, and you get that throughout the course of the album. You actually, when you're listening to Visions of Joanna, you feel as if you're in that flat or tenement building that he's describing, in the kind of dead of night with all this kind of weird and wonderful kind of stuff going on, and effectively he's pining after Johanna, this kind of character Johanna. And there's certain lyrics that have kind of stuck with me and continue to stick with me. Just wee ones like these visions of Johanna that conquer my mind. I don't know, I just find it quite powerful. Also, again, from that same song, the kind of ghost of electricity that howls in the bones of our face. I just found, again, I can't do justice. I can't put my finger on it, but I think it just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Also, track number 6, Stuck Inside of a Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. As the name suggests, it's a kind of bluesy track. I think this album was released not long after Bob Dylan went electric, which was a pinnacle moment in kind of music history. So there isn't any acoustic songs on this album. It's Bob Dylan with a backing band. So you hear kind of harmonica. Well, obviously Bob Dylan plays his harmonica, albeit not very well, but it's there, and it plays a role within these songs. But there's kind of organs playing bass, drum, that type of thing. Again, it's the lyrics in this song that have kind of really stuck with me. The third stanza, in particular, third verse, which I'm going to read to you, is quite long.
Okay.
But there's just something about it that I just like. I don't know what any of it means. I'm not intelligent enough to decipher or deconstruct these lyrics, but I just like how he puts certain words together. I mean, there have been essays written about Bob Dylan's
I'll bet.
lyrics. So here we go. So I'm not going to sing it in a Bob Dylan voice either. So Mona tried to tell me, stay away from the train line. She said, all the railway men just drink up your blood like wine. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. But then again, there's only one I've met, and he just smoked my eyelids and punched my cigarette. As I've said, I have no fucking idea what he means by that. But again, I just like the way he kind of puts certain words together. And it's an album that it's always been there for me, but I'd kind of forgotten about to a certain extent, and it's only recently I've kind of started listening to it again and fell in love with it again. Another standout track on there is Absolute Sweet Marie, and number 14 as well was the last track on the album. Again, it's a bit epic. it's just under 12 minutes long, is Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. And again, you know, Bob Dylan's an accomplished musician, as is the rest of his backing band, but for the most part it is just a kind of straight up traditional blues rock album, but it's the kind of lyrics that I really dig, to be honest. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. He's not an artist I know all that much about. Just know the few tracks even there, but yeah, iconic artist.
Absolutely.